Hi everyone, Deathclaw Girl here, and welcome to another one of my videos. In this video, we're going to be doing a showcase of almost all the tables that are available in Fallout 76 as of May 2025. Before I start the showroom, I'm going to show you this guy, but let me show you how to get to Pendleton, because he's got a bunch of plans you might not even know for camp items. So currently I'm at Whitesprings North entrance inside the mall. To get there, in case you're new, here is Vault 76, where you start the game. You're going to go south till you see this giant lake. Then you're going to go east over to the north entrance. There's, of course, the resort entrance, but we're doing the north entrance and then the White Springs Mall. This landing spot will be your fast travel point, and you're just going to run up to the first door on the right, Studio 58, and we're going to take a really quick look at his plans. I got most of them, but as you can see, he has a lot of tables and a lot of different beds and stuff that you might have been looking for in the game. So this is where you actually find these plans, and that you can buy them with caps. All right, next I'm going to start the showroom, but I'm going to go to my shelter to do that. And I'm going to build all the tables that I have and show you a few that I don't have. All right, I'm going to fast travel again to get up top. Then I'm going to go in my shelter. I've decided I'm just going to go and do the tables in order as they appear currently. In the build mode. So sadly, these are not in alphabetical order. It would have been nice if they were, but they are not. And we're just going to go ahead and get started. We're going to build it and then kind of look at each one. So we're going to start over on the very right end of your build mode. Over 4 is of the tables. And again, I'm going to start at the top. So this one is just called table. We'll go ahead and build the next one too. This one's called the cartography. I think I'm saying the name wrong. Cartography table. So let's go into camera mode first and look at the little one. It's basically a side table. I think this is an in-game plan, just a random one. I don't think you can buy it from anywhere. You might be able to buy it from a player. Now this one I have seen at player vendors. Try to do this right. Going into camera mode. All right, one more time. I know you're getting a little button happy. There you go. Oh, look, you did it. Now this one I kind of like. It's got somewhat a map on it. Let me see. It actually got me in the shadows. Let me step over here and go back into camera mode. Yeah. I don't like that it's not, yeah, we'll skip that. So it's got caps on the table, some pins, like you're trying to, I don't know, pinpoint an area. I think these are cigar boxes. And of course, I think this is Slocum Jones coffee tin. All right, next one. Now we'll go ahead, do some more of these. As you can see, I'm not going to read the names. You can see them off to the side. I'm going to try to cover each of the little categories. That's it on the category. So this was a standalone. This one I like. It really looks good if you can ever get one of the TVs, especially the one that has a nice stand on it. Again, let me just go into camera mode. Again, this is like a retro, awesome TV stand. It can be used, of course, as a table. This one is like a little nightstand. I think I've even seen these now, like in stores, even with like the worn paint, along with this one. I think I've seen in a store before, which is funny. Let's go to the back. Get it. See if I can get some better lighting. I think that might, yeah, that's going to glare it out. Sorry. I think what I'm doing, I'm just going to flip them around so they're in the light. Sorry, I thought I got the light situation fixed. This one's exactly the same on the other side, and yeah, your basic table. Again, these look, yeah, I like that one's one of my favorite. These are really nice. There's that table. And this one's somewhat longer. Might be very nice for a like a Thanksgiving dinner or Christmas setup. I'm trying to remember if there's a small enough tree that might be able to go on there. I don't think there's a skirt though, or the skirt is already on the tree, so it might be already really, really big. All right, so that's that table. And one more time, we'll go through the list. That was the modern, it is a coffee table. And then we got, why does that one look different? Let me put that out. It's because I didn't put them all out. Okay, I missed two. So here are more of, this is a modern and domestic table. And this is basically same design, but smaller. And one more time. Modern domestic coffee table. Love that one. This is the primitive. Both of those the primitive, and they consider that the primitive table. And this one is called another primitive table. All right, so we got all these. So let's go to this one, to standalone. It's called an alien table. I believe, I'm not 100%. This might, yeah, I think this is an atomic shot. Well, it should have a symbol. Yeah, I wish they would let us know in these little categories where we got these. Would be nice, Bedessa. So let me also put out this kitchen table. Another style, very similar. This, it just keeps getting longer. And now we've gone to basically the same one. Now it is black. So do we have a, yes, we have a longer version, and even longer version again in the black. We go to another color. Yes, we do. We go to brown. Again, the longer. And it's kind of got a nice little, I like the brown one. That looks nice. We're now losing light, so I'm going to go downstairs and continue on. So it looks like I don't have the white, but here it is. We'll take a look at it before I move to the next one. Just longer. It's got some nice gruff and grime on the top. That's very nice done. So it looks like, what are those wedges called that you put in the table to make them longer? Looks like you go from 0, 1, and 2. All right, that's it on those same type of table with different coloring. So let's look at it again. Brown, I love it. Look at the grime and yeah, just gruff and scruff. Oh, this has it. This has like a worn. You won't see the grime, but you do have the worn. And then this is weathered. Weathered. Looks nice. Now the weathered ones, they got a metal around. That's nice. I don't think it was originally brass. It's getting that blue hue, but I don't think it was brass. I think maybe it was just a different type of metal that oxidized. I think I'm saying the correct term. Here's that alien table one more time. It's all metal. Oh, it's got rust. For an alien table, it's starting to rust. All right. So let's move on down here. The next grouping. Make sure I cover them all. Yes, and the whites. All right. So this one is just called a modern kitchen table. Smaller version. And this is kind of like, it calls it a table, but to me it looks like a cart. So you got those three different sizes. all metal. Some type of, I don't know. I'm not sure what substance they used on the top. I'm going to call it something like linoleum, but I'm not for sure if that was even used on old tabletops. But it looks like whatever it was is on top of wood, because you can start to see the wood, whatever is on top, starting to wear. All right, let's move to the next one. Sorry, I'm laughing. It looks like my death claw was in here and made some pooey on the floor, but that's just, yeah, pivots in the floor. All right, next one. This is, a dresser. Pre-war end table. War nightstand. Oh, here's another one. I still like the one upstairs better, but here is an actual television stand. I still like the one that was upstairs better. So here's that one. All wood. Oh, maybe felt on the back. I don't know. I can't tell. It's really green. I'm thinking felt. That's just a stool. To me, it looks like a stool, but you can't sit on it, so it's a tiny, tiny table. And of course, a dresser. Let me flip them around. You can see what they look like in the light. That one I don't need to do. Okay, it's not as green now. I've seen it here. Huh. All right, let's go to the next grouping. Now this is one of the Atlantic City gambling tables. This is the roulette table. So this is what you can get with stamps. I'll go ahead and demonstrate. I'm going to go to the other end. I think it will force me to go to the proper. Oh, no. I have not actually interacted with this. Okay, so I'm going to have to do... Oh, this is nice. Okay, again, if you want to know the location of the stamp trader, just let me know. Throw it in the comments. I'll get you a link to his, to the proper video. I'll go with 4. There's a 4 red. I've never played this before. I'm just seeing if there's a 4 black. I think not. Each number has only one color. Okay, yeah, I'm spending too much time. All right. Possible payout. Place bet. I'm gonna do here because it wouldn't let me do it on the 4. Undo, and then we're gonna continue. So the bet is always 50. Oh, it is way over there. The number was 18. I'm going to go ahead and move to this proper end because this is probably a better end. I'll just do it again. Just to waste my bet. Go ahead and hit the continue. Oh, yeah, you need to be on this end. It's not going to automatically set you up to where you can look at the roulette wheel. All right, we're going to move on. That is cool. Yes, that was the first time I actually interacted with it. All right, so we have a fancy curio. Fancy table. Even bigger fancy table. A smaller version. Smaller version. That one is completely, it's more squarish. It's like there's 9 different variants on this one. Oh, this has a slightly open drawer. Oh, this snugs a wall. This one's round. And that's it. So it looks like it's a half table of that one. So this one should snug the wall. That one looks nice. I like that. Nice wear and tear on the tabletops. Here's the back of the dresser, I think with the drawer shut, and here's the back of the dresser, the drawer open or ajarred. Right, I can get there we go. Alright, let's do a little bit right here. Federalist table, a little bit larger, a round version of it, square, shorter version of it, yeah, longer version of that one. Nice wearing. Usually these look in pretty good condition, considering how old they are. Or that one. That's the only one with a drawer. Oh no, I have this one backwards. So there's 2 drawers on the longer table. The square shorter one has no drawers. I think it's more like a end table maybe, and this looks more like a coffee table. It has no drawers. Alright, moving on. A little bit more lighting, I think. This one is the Whitesprings table, so it might have been part of the plans I was showing you with Pendleton. Looks like there are 7 variants in this list. So, oh, now I believe this is not used as storage. Can't interact and actually put stuff on the shelf. That's too bad. It does look nice though. Clear. I think what I'm gonna do. Let's try this again. Off. All right. We get a light right here. I thought I lit up the entire area. Let me grab one real quick. Maybe I can just use this and go around with it. Light it up now. Yeah, I think I put 2 generators out. That's okay. Actually, it's not okay. Sorry. Let me just make sure there's only one. Okay, I'm going to scrap that one. I think it's getting in the way. Now let's try the light moving. One more time. I just need to move it over. Okay, that's better. So these appear mostly, I don't know, they kind of look black to me. Glossy. These have a trim on them. Turn this one around. See the little decorative trim on it. Turn this to the back. Back to the front. Has 2, this one's slightly ajar. This looks like it has no drawers that actually open. Well, yeah, I don't think they, oh, they definitely don't really open, but it doesn't even look like pretend open. Alright, I like this. I think these are the ones actually inside Whitesprings. So it looks like these are available to put in your camp. Nice. Alright, let's move on. Okay, next grouping. Back over the tables. And we have another offering of Whitesprings ones. I'll turn them before I place them down. Looks like white with maybe a black top. I don't know if I've ever seen these. It looks like the exact same design. They're just going to be different colors. But again, this is another Whitespring set. And again, it has 7 pieces. Oh, another, yeah, shelving. Ah, it's too bad you can't actually store stuff on it. These are nice. I like these better because, yeah, the darker ones were hard to see. It might be the lighting. Maybe with better lighting, the ones over there would look better. But I do like these better, I think, than that set. Nice, nice. All right, let's move on. All right, this is another Whitesprings. Oh, that's elegant. Look at that. Oh, I like that one. You can see I have not completely gone through all my sets yet. First time. All right, we'll go ahead and do 2 of them, and then we'll look at them. Again, we're still in the Whitesprings. No extras in the category. Again, Whitesprings. We'll stop there and take a look. I like that. Look at the old metal. Is it like enamel or something? Now this one, oh, it's brown. Yeah, I'm beginning to wonder if it's not the game. Been having some issues, but we'll just go ahead and go. I'm talking about with the lighting. I don't remember it being so dark in this room with all my lights up before. Anyway, that one's nice. I really like this one. I can't tell if it's an all black top or maybe a dark blue. Alright, I think the next one looked like a desk. Asylum. Alright. Federalist. So these are desks. Oh, I like that one. Prewar. Get a better light on this. No. Like that's gonna vault. Now these are definitely signifying atomic shop. So these are not in-game ones. Presidential desk. Oh, I like that. Alright. So the vault desk and the presidential desk are having the atomic shop symbols on it. It's got, yeah, looks like the presidential symbol. I don't know if you would consider that. Yeah, that must be the front of the desk, and this is where you put the chair. Though I technically would need a little bit more leg room than that, because I think, yeah, I'd have my knees shoved up in my face. This one has nice details. Look at that. All right, let's take a look at this one. Oh, this is a stash box. All right, nice. Vault desk stash. Yeah, I'll have to see if I can look this one up. It probably was part of a bundle from the atomic shop. I'll have to see if I can get the name of the bundle. Another stash box. Nice. Asylum desk. Now, I think that one did not have the atomic shop symbol. Yeah, so it's hard to tell if that's actually from the atomic shop or not. Again, this is a stash box. In other words, you can interact with your stash box through it. So you don't have to put out a basic box. You can do these desks instead. So there's, oh, so is the Federalist. Yeah, I bet these are bundles. That one's nice. See, you actually have leg room on this one. So this is how you sit. You face that drawers area. This is the side everybody comes and sees you sitting behind the desk. All right, nice. All right, let's keep, yeah. See, I'm learning stuff. I just got so much stuff, I don't even know what I got. All right, we went through all these, so let's go down to the basic office desk. That's a standalone. All right, let's go down. There's two variants on this table, and we'll hold off on the picnic tables until we take a look at these. So you see these a lot. Oh, another stash box. Nice. If you want to know where these are, just name the item, and if it had a function, throw it in the comments. I'll see if I can look them up. Because, yeah, sorry, I don't remember all this. But look at the details of the scruff. I like that it's a stash box, too. Nice. All right, let's move on. I think we're into the at least one picnic table. So this is called an actual patio table. So there's three variants. Oh, this is my favorite, the UFO. I'm going to put it over here because it actually has a light on top. So I saved this little dark area for it. This is one of my favorite tables. Let me go ahead and sit on it. See if I can go into camera mode. This looks awesome at night. It is definitely one of my favorites. And yes, it looks so awesome at night. It does not need electricity. It does not have to be wired in. It has its own light source and power. So there's four or five lights. Let's see, four lights underneath and a glowy one on top. All right, let's go back here. Yeah, it's one of my favorite tables. Now these are your basic patio. Look at the condition. Oh, this is a vault one. Look at that. Nice and blue, mint condition. I don't know if they would consider it clean, and then of course got beat up. Pretty sure it's a different, yeah. So you've seen these probably in the wasteland. I think there's a toxic wasteland. There's a pool area with like bathrooms. I've seen those tables over there. Let me get the names one more time. So the UFO is my favorite one. This one, yeah, is a vault-tec patio and just patio table. All right. This one I don't own, so we'll just take a look at it. Golden Years Tri-Circle Table. This one comes into the atomic shop a lot. Only as a bundle now, as part of some bundle. All right, let's look at this next one. Red Rocket. Let's see if I can get better lighting. Here we go. Oh, look at the little rockets on it. Cool. Oh, that's nice. Diner table. I don't have this one. This is the, interesting that they put it in the category there. Wow, if you're looking for the Mothman cultist side table and can't find it, it's because they put it in with the red rocket. Wow, I wonder why they did that. Okay, but anyway, all wood, including roots. This one I also don't own. Hunting lodge table. All wood, definitely looks like logs. And we'll put out, I just finally got this ultricite. This is the current season from season 20. All right, again, so red rocket, you can see the little rockets at the bottom. Table on top, very little. It just looks like you're in a restaurant and got some stains just from people eating on it. Not really much wear and tear. Oh, look at the rockets on the tips. Nice. Coloring looks nice. And, I don't know, does this glow? Let me throw it in the darker area. Yeah, it's got a glow to it. Nice. There are quite a few pieces of ultricite in season 20. I'll just kind of keep it over. I'll just keep it up here. Maybe. Yeah. Oh, right in the light. That didn't do good. Sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it has a glow to it. I don't think it was hitting the light here. I'll turn it off. Yeah, it's still glowing. Alright, so let's move on. Alright, now this is Fallout First only. It's called the Red 9 ball table. It's one of the pool tables. I think the game is Red 9, or I'm not very familiar with it, but let's go ahead and put it out. It's interactable, so we'll be doing that shortly. This is not Fallout First. This is the same one, but it's called a Blue 9. It's also interactable. Let's go ahead and interact with it. Now this one should throw me at the other end to interact with it. So let's see. Yep, starts me off where I need to be. 30 seconds, like with anything. This was one of the first, I think, Fallout First items that came out where you got like a special. So many points to the specials. I think that's all I have to do. I'm going to finish out the animation. Thumbs up, I did good. So this one's only one. This one gives you charisma, but it only gives you one. The new ones give you two different specials. I like those better. This one, text, charisma, there we go. It is half hour, and it is +2. So we're going to go ahead and interact with the blue ball. It should be the same thing. So basically, yeah, same look, same. I think the game's the same. I didn't pay attention. I think that's all you have to do, and then you can leave the game if you're wanting it. This will not keep you locked in. It does kick you out. At least the first one did, the red one. I think the blue one's the same. It's going to kick you out when you're done. Thumbs up, and yep. And charisma again. So yeah, so we just have two different styles of the 9 ball. So it must be a type of pool game. Again, I'm not very familiar with it. Let me go over here and continue. Alright, we got some more of these ultricite. So this is considered small. And these are also from season 20, Seasons game. This one I don't own, so we'll just take a kind of look at it. Let's see if I can get a better light on it. Fancy round table. It's giving the atomic shop symbol. Okay, I'm going to refrain everything I've been saying. It has the atomic shop symbol, but I believe that means you cannot build it for someone else. Technically, you can go into someone else's camp if you're on their team, not public teams, but if you're on their team, and you can build crafting and other machines in their camp for them, and they can keep it. If they should ever scrap it, they won't be able to build it again, but they can store it and then build it again. So I think that's what this means, is you cannot share these with other people. because these are from not the Atomic Shop, but I'm pretty sure it's from season 20. Okay, we'll build this set, and then we'll take a look at everything. Alright, that was a set of 3. Is this interactable? No. So this is just the table. You're not actually getting any radiation off of these barrels. So it's just 2 radioactive barrels with a sheet of metal on top. Bolted on. Nice wear and tear and rust. Barrels look nice. Alright, and these are just your basic, what are those, graded, like shop tables? I don't know what they're called. With the grading on top. It doesn't say. Alright, so here is your basic, I think this is your non-interactive pool table. Let's put that down. This one is in-game. You can find it. I think sometimes it's a reward for claiming the workshops. I think is how you get them. And we are now going to go over on this side, so we're not too crowded. But let me finish looking at the pool table before I move on. Again, no interaction. In a shelter, you can put stuff on it. I'm not sure how, yeah. Floor decor. That's because everything floats in here. Though currently you can't store like the junk, so you can't pick up the pool cues and the billiard balls and put them all over the place. Yeah. So this one is restrictive. But it still looks nice. Again, I believe this is a possible reward for claiming workshops. So if you're still lacking a lot of buildable stuff, just go around to all the different workshops and claim them. And then it could also be possible with the defend as a reward also, I think. Alright, so let's move on back to the tables. We're doing picnic tables now. So this is your wooden picnic table. Only one in the category. There are more picnic tables, but we'll get to that later. This is just, again, labeled table. Too many of them are labeled table, so yeah, they will be hard to find specifics. This one is the Brotherhood of Steel round table. It's nice and huge, so if you got room for it, this is a nice one. Alright, and we'll come to those later. So you actually have 5 chairs that you can sit in. Oh, it's going to let me sit in the one I pick. Yep. Alright, let me get up. Let me go over here. Alright, it's actually allowing you to choose. And let me interact with the table. Okay, made me sit in the middle by interacting with the table. I'm going to go on the other side. So it might be just the closest uninhabited chair that it'll have you sit in. Alright, let's look at the basic wooden picnic table. You can sit at these. And then this is just a metal white topped, could be, was it enamel? I don't know if I got the terms right. Enamel style of, yeah, very worn. Might even be rusting. Alright. Let's go through. I think there's more picnic tables. Let's see. Alright, these are the ones you can grab from Graham. So when Graham is wandering about the wasteland, or it is meat week, go and see if he has any of these picnic table plans, and there'll be different colors. like the green one. The pink one's very fun too. Red. I'm not sure I have the complete set. White. So you have white, red. Again, these are sittable. Pink. I really like the pink. Green. Purple. No, I think they called that blue. And this is black. 2, 4, 6. There's at least 6 variants, if not more. I don't know if I have the complete set or not. There might be yellow and orange, but I'm not 100% on that one. Anyone know about the other colors of the picnic tables? Throw them in the comments for me. All right, these I don't own, so we'll just take a look this way. End table. No, this is a coffee table. I wish they would slightly give them different names, because again, say you like this end table, but there's 6 different end tables. How do you know what plan to try to go grab, right? Okay, and this is another table from the C.A.M.P. Looks like you have the ability. It says there's 15. No, that's how many you can build at the time. Never mind. Scrap everything I just said. But this is another probably interactable table. Is it dice? I don't know, the area doesn't look high enough. Maybe it's missing something. Dealer? I don't know. But again, you can get this from the stamp trader. Let's see. This is more the Asylum. And an end table. Another end table, Asylum. These are locks. I've never acquired the plant. Oh, that's got like a granite top. That looks nice. Or marble, maybe. That's nice. And that's it in the actual table category. I'm going to zip through this and see if there's any other tables. And I'll also zip through floor decor real quick. See if there's anything else. Most of the time they do pretty well in keeping with the categories that they are. Yeah, well, that's pretty cool. Technically, oh, it is a table. We'll go ahead and throw it out. So, vault-tec foosball table. It is interactable. Okay. That's the bowling lane. I think I'll put all these out first and then take a look at them, because I don't want to have to start all over. I think it does hold the position on the category. Here's another. West Virginia train set. It's on the table, so I'll kind of count it. There are 2 or 3 different train sets, I think, within the game that you can get up to right now. What's this one? Oh, here's that brand new Fallout First 5-finger fillet table. And what we got here? Alright, so let's go ahead and interact. Now this one doesn't have a locking, so you can accidentally hit it. Let's see if I can go into camera mode. Yeah, alright. This one is actually really cool to get. You're playing Vault Boy against Vault Girl. You can see the little ball. I think there's 3 to 5 different plays, and then it starts over. So we'll watch through the play. If you can get this, that's nice. I think this is exactly the one that's where, you know, where you go and get your very first free shelter from that bot up at, is it Vault 59, I think? I'll try to get the correct number, but yeah. So if you haven't gone through to get your free shelter, yeah, you definitely want to do that. Everybody gets the little tiny one. Even got pretty good on the sound. I'm not very good with this. I think I have tried playing this a little bit. I'm just, yeah, I have no clue. I know the objective is to, it's like soccer, you're trying to score, but I'm just not very good at it. I'm trying to see if it's recycled yet. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and stop it. This one doesn't give you anything. Now there is a glitch. You can hear the game still being played. So I'll ignore it for now. I think you have to fast travel to get rid of it. Now this is a train. Oh, maybe the interaction. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to scrap this. See if it gets rid of the glitching sound. Don't store, but scrap. And now let me see if I can... nope. Let me go ahead. I'm going to fast travel up here and come back. I think this is how you do fix it, but let me see. It just might be haunting me the rest of my life, this sound. And once I land, I'll go back into the shelter and finish up. Nope, nope, okay. This might be too annoying for you to actually grab it. Again, it looks great, but it has this phantom sound that follows you. I'm going to try to because I think, yeah, I got a few more things I want to show you. I'm going to quit to the menu and come back into the game. That hopefully does reset it. I'm going to come into a public this time. And go back into the shelter. I decided to go to a public world because private world technically would just give me the exact same build. Everything would be exact same. It wouldn't actually be server hopping. And I'm trying to server hop to get rid of the annoyance. Wow, I didn't remember the annoyance. Ah, yeah. Too bad it wasn't the last thing. That would have been better. Then I wouldn't have to be doing this hopping. Alright, let's go up top. There we go. And yeah, I still have my tamed Deathclaw. Boo boo! Alright, let's get back in the shelter. So, it does sound like server hopping fixed it. Let's see. This might need power. Let me check. Yes. So let me build a generator real quick for it. Actually, I don't know, does it have a connection? No. I'm just going to do let's see if it'll work by just putting this down by it. Alright, put a pylon out. I'll just do the basic pylon. Connect it. That should do it. There we go. We go into camera mode. And again, this is one of the oops, a little too fast on that one. So it's going through the cave right now. This is a nice train table. I think this one's called West Virginia. You can see, I think that's the capital right there. It is lit up. You can see the little crossing light does work. You turn it off. Okay, that worked. And I go ahead and do this brand new, it's also interrupted. Now this is going to give me two specials. This is a Fallout for again, this is a Fallout First table. It's the freebie for the month of May of 2025. You just need to stick with it. Yep. So I cut myself. That's all the longer you got to do, 30 seconds. Now it does appear it locks you in, and you will just keep going. It doesn't actually kick you out. Go ahead and leave though. Again, I think you got 2 to agility, 2 to luck, both for half hour. Let me double check. Agility boost plus 2, 30 in luck. Yes, so luck and agility. This is a nice table. Again, the freebie item for Fallout First. Let's continue. All right. Miscellaneous. We are done in that category. I'm going to check out floor decor from the top. See if they have something that's like table, just so that we've completely covered all the tables in the game. Again, the majority are under the listing of table. I'll put this out. It's technically a TV, but this is the TV aquarium, so it has a fish in it. Let's see if there's anything else. The rest of the TVs will be, I believe, listed under appliance, though. For some reason, they put that particular TV under floor decor, just as a note. Oh, this is, yeah, let me see if I have room somewhere. I just put it there. All right, okay, yeah, we'll come back and look at you. So we got 2 currently to check out. That's a reward from when they added to the map for Shenandoah. So by doing the events down there, you have a possibility of grabbing that reward. I might have gotten it from a player vendor. I do go shopping. I love to shop, find stuff I don't have. Okay. This technically can be used as a table if that's what you want to do. I'll go ahead and put it out. It's a factory cable spool. So we're up to 3 we still need to look at. We're at least halfway through the category of floor decor. I don't think I've passed up any more tables. What's this one? That's a nightstand. Yep, they put another one in the category of floor decor. We're up to 4. Sorry, my stomach's starting to growl. Okay, bound into the area of what I don't own. Okay, so the spool, cable spool. Let's take a look at the TV. I'm going to move it a little bit. So it has a little back. I think it's 3 fish. There's a 3rd one. Yeah. Yeah, I think there's 3 fish. That looks like the same one, I think. I like that it's, yeah, it has actual animation. Pretty cool. Pretty fancy. It's basically all wooden. Now this table over here is really cool. So you got the Shenandoah map. It's interactable, so just give me a second and I'll interact with it. Alright, it might be, yeah, let me go, I need to move it. Alright, where can I put it? Let me clump all of these picnic tables together. Yeah, I think that's enough, right? There we go. Alright, let's do this now. It might need power. Oh, it's green lighting. I think, oh, there it is. There's these little red lights, and every time you're seeing it cycle through the green, like it's at the Camp Liberty, I think it stops. So I think in the dark you might be able to see the lights a little bit better, but basically that's what it's doing. It's going to go through the little areas. See if I can go into. Yep, there they go. Okay, so now Dark Hollow Manor, Big Meadows Gas Well, Stony Man Outlook, and Camp Liberty. So for some reason you can see some of the lighting going on when you're just standing here. But yeah, this is really nice. Look how big it is, how detailed it is. Really nice. Again, a possible reward for doing, I'm not sure if it's a particular event down in the Shenandoah area, but I think there's, let's see, there's at least 2 events that go on down there. Alright, let me think. I will go ahead and check out appliances now. I'll show you the rest of the TVs and any other type of table that might be in that category. So here's one of the TVs, variant number 1. This one actually goes on a table, variant number 2. And one of my favorites, this is huge. Let's see if I can get it on the table. Might look good on the spool. Again, I'm in a shelter, so it's I might actually be floating this stuff. Yep. This works, so you do need electricity. That's all it does. Is the screen comes on. This is one of my favorite. Look at the, I think, details on this. Again, some slight rusting going on. I love that one. They get a generator. Actually, I'll just put a pylon. There we go. Off and on. Good details on it. Yeah, going on and off. This is the same type. So basically, it's the same box and same brand, I believe. Radiation King, I believe, is the brand. It's just that that one is by itself and that one's actually on a table. There's an on switch right there. That's part of the table. Huh. Otherwise, there are knobs. Alright, I think that's it, but let me just quickly go through the appliances and finish up. Yeah, So basically, I think I have gotten at least 85% of all the tables that are available in the game currently. I went through some of the ones that I don't have. I still think there might be a few that I'm missing. So again, we'll just kind of glance over them one more time. One of my favorites right there. The roulette table, that was awesome. Actually can play a game. Patio tables. Pool tables. Ultricite tables. Let's see if I can get a pretty cool picture in the video. Okay, let me get this out of the way. Alright, let's try it again. Actually, let me go up here. Yep, all the different tables. Actually, that's not that great of a picture. Too blurry, I think. I'm going to bring the UFO table out. Well, somewhat better. Alright, that is actually it for this video. Again, this was just basically almost all the tables that are in the game. Of course, I've missed a couple because I don't have them, or they're just not even in the listings. Alright, if you found this guide helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, Deathclaw Girl out. Happy building, happy gaming. Until next time.